Hi, I'm Simon McKinden,
Hi, and I'm Martin Guthrie.
and we're back. We're back on our series of videos doing enablement stuff around Oracle licensing. And today we're going to talk about product.
What products are you going to go through the whole product price book and what products are? Or
No, not at all. Oracle's portfolio of products is, as you know, huge, and we just haven't got the time to go through all of them. But what we're going to do is talk about the idea of product in terms of licensing. Obviously, if anyone out there wants any help around the products themselves, one of the things that we can do as Arrow is come out and help you with those products, give you product training around database, for instance, WebLogic, whatever you like.
all part of the Arrow value.
Yeah. But no, today it's just about the license component product.
Okay, so tell me about license. I mean, Oracle's quite complicated in licensing, really. You know, there's quite a big price book of products itself. There's things called editions.
So that's really what it comes down to is actually product is two things. It's what it is, so database, WebLogic server, what it is and the edition. The edition's quite important because it really affects how you buy the product. So really we're going to talk more about edition today than we're going to talk about anything else.
Okay, so more about, I guess, the consumption, about how that product's actually going to be used.
Yeah. I'm going to pick database as an example because it's probably the most common purchase thing from Oracle. Plus, it has more editions than most, but the editions are common throughout the family.
Okay, so I know with database there's, personal, standard, and enterprise edition. Can you talk me through the different options, please?
Well, that's right. Personal edition, let's start there. Personal edition is really designed for developers. So it works for, as it kind of sounds, a person. So the editions themselves have restrictions. Personal edition is restricted to a single user on a single device. It's perfect for laptops, for instance. If you're a developer and you want to install an Oracle database on a laptop, that's its use case. It's about £370 for a user at list, so relatively cheap, and that's what you'd use it for.
So the restriction is that user can develop software, can't run anything commercially, I guess. Perfect.
That's right. Just development, test, demo, for instance, as long as it's one user on one device. If you want to do anything more, standard edition is the next one up the tree. So standard edition is kind of the mid-market database area. It hasn't got all the features and functionality, but it's got enough to run a production database on. However, that does come with restrictions. You can only use it on a server that's got 2 sockets or less.
So we've got personal edition, which is one socket, one user. Standard edition, which is up to 2 sockets. Okay, that's great. I'm happy with that so far.
Yeah. Again, the interesting thing is it's priced by the socket. So unlike personal edition, which is priced by the user, because obviously you're only allowed the one, standard edition is priced by the socket, or it can be priced by users as well. We'll get more into that in a future video. But this is, it's set for a 2-socket server. It's about £14,000 a socket at list price.
Okay.
Next one's Enterprise Edition. Enterprise Edition is the one with all the bells and whistles. This is what your enterprise customer will run his database on, because it has a whole bunch of functionality that you would never use as a smaller user. It has capability of doing disaster recovery built into it. It has a whole load of housekeeping components built into it. It has some performance components built into it that aren't in standard edition. And it also has a whole load of value-added extras that can be bought to add on to it, including management packs, security packs, and some protection-ish stuff that allows you to run the database but not actually access the data. There's a whole raft of
So
products.
quite topical in the security and GDPR fronts.
Superb to help you with your GDPR process, yeah, absolutely. Enterprise Edition obviously comes in at a slightly different rate. It's actually priced per core, not per socket like Standard Edition. So Enterprise Edition generally works out much more expensive.
And I guess that'd be the same with the options and features that you mentioned as well. They're priced per core as well.
A lot of the options are priced per core. You have to price it in the same way, but yes.
Okay. So actually just looking back on that, so if I'm just going to focus on Standard Edition and Enterprise Edition, from what I've seen so far. So standard edition is great for a departmental server or an application that requires maybe limited growth or is set in size and keeps the cost low. But enterprise edition is great for a customer who needs to maybe expand, take certain additional features, whether it's security or monitoring or replication, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's how they work. The other thing that's probably worth covering off in this video is a little bit around reseller rights, because product is the thing that controls resale rights in Oracle's world. So products fall into a number of product sets. You have database, you have middleware. Business intelligence is actually a subset of middleware, but it's probably worth bringing out, and applications, which are an area unto themselves. For instance, database has a resale right. For our resellers to be able to sell it, they need to pass certain exams to be able to sell database. Once they've done that, they can sell database and most of the options.
And that's actually those resale rights after a partner being signed up to be a full, let's say, silver or gold partner, will then enable them to have deal protection and things like Oracle rebates as well, I guess.
Through the OMM model, that's correct.
Okay, so actually something really to talk to your RO business development manager about as well.
And again, as we've mentioned in the previous video, there's a whole team at Arrow. And again, all their contact details will be in the pack, along with some slides and notes around these products in the notes field below. So if you're a Mission Red Arrow partner and you want to get your points for watching this video, follow the link.
So yeah, there will be a link in this video with all the pack information Simon mentioned.
And that's it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. So what we're going to cover in the next video, Simon?
Metric.
Metric. So stay tuned and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.